Hey everyone, what's up? And welcome back to the Artist Coaching Podcast, the podcast for DJs and producers who are serious about their music career. And as always, I'm here on Wednesday. As you can see, I'm all alone. I'm actually still waiting for Jay to come in. I haven't heard a single thing from the man, so I wonder if he's actually coming. Ralph is not coming today. He had a mistake in his schedule. So let's hope that Jay will pop up in a couple of minutes, and otherwise, you will be doing it with me for today. And as always, we see the first people checking into the live chat. What's up, Gerard Francis, Bit3, Ascenso? Good to see you here again. Hope you are well. I'm just catching up on a few things here. What's up, Lion Harris, Kushagra? Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is to you. As you might have seen on my Instagram earlier today, I've been back to the mother ground. Is that a word? The mother ground, the mothership. That's probably a better word. I've been back to the old studio where everything kind of started for artist coaching this morning. As in, yeah, the motherland. Yeah, that's it. Um, because I went back to the studio where well, it's not really where I started, but where I started seriously, to be honest, with artist coaching, and that has been almost 10 years ago. And it's a studio. It's located in an old farm. If you haven't seen it yet, go over to my Instagram, JoeySuki, and you can see the video on my stories. But it's actually located in an old farm. It's all those old piggeries are remoduled to music studios. Firebeats is also there, for example. They also have their studios there. And that's where artist coaching started for me. That's where I started doing the first sessions. Um, I actually never made music there myself, funny enough. So it's solely used for artist coaching. And that was fun because it reminded me to what kind of place it was, as in it's such a nice place, it's such a creative spot, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's the perfect place to do a retreat, for example, and just dive into your music and forget about the rest of the world. um, and I just redecorated it today. Let me see if I can show you guys a picture. Actually, redecorate is a big word. I just made it back to what it was, because it used to be in the few weeks ahead of this, it actually was the podcast studio. So I'm not sure if you can see, but here I'll show you the desk with the music setup in the back, and then there's the couch and two seats where you can just chill or work on your writing or whatever you want to do. It's a really nice environment. And yeah, I've been updating it so that it can be used for music production again. We are planning to use it for clients only, so they can use it. And we've also decided on organizing a collab lab, which is kind of like a writing camp, where clients will go into the studio together, like a hardstyle producer with a house producer, or a hip hop producer with a trance producer, like those type of things, like funny collabs, and see what happens, just to motivate people to build networks and to get to know each other, and at the same time make something unique, because it's a combination of separate styles. What's up, Israel? Carter, how are you? Good to see you back again. I'm actually wondering. I'm actually wondering where Jay is. Shall we call him? Because this is taking too long. I'm gonna put him on speaker. Just 2 seconds. Let's see if he actually picks up. Everybody, go to his Instagram right now and send him a direct message. Where the hell are you? I have no clue what this man is doing, but go to his Instagram, rate his posts, and just tell him where the hell he is. He's probably playing golf as he's always doing. As Gerard's saying as well in Kushagra, yeah, he's probably playing golf. That will be embarrassing if that's really true. That would be really. He should be working on his music. Oh wait, we have a guest. Here we go.
Hey!
Look who decided to show up 5 minutes late.
Sorry,
I,
I
I
lost track
can't
of
see
time.
you.
Can you see me?
No, I can't see you. Hey, there he is.
Hey! I was
There he is.
eating and I lost track of time. I forgot the time totally.
You forgot
But
your
here we
hair.
are.
You forgot to do everything.
Yeah.
There he is.
But we're here now, so I'm
I
sorry
was
for
just
being
telling
late
the
today, everyone.
I was just telling the people that they should go to your Instagram and DM you and say, "Where the hell are you?"
Always good. Any extra little how do you call that? Interaction,
Motivation.
engagement. Also gonna eat
Kick him.
this.
Cocos cook.
And if you're thinking, hey, there's paper under, you can
It's
eat
candy
this.
paper. Candy paper is what we call it.
Dat is candy paper, jongen.
Anyway, how have
That
you
can
been?
you just eat.
How was China or Japan? China.
Oh, China is really good.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
was it?
really good show. I don't know how many people, but packed. I will post today on my Instagram some videos. So it's
Social
just go
proof.
to my Instagram already. Follow me if you don't at Jay Hardway.
Yeah.
I played some new tracks. I filmed it all. I had a Chris Chu as my videographer. Um,
Okay.
was amazing. So
Does he live there or do you fly him in?
I flew him in. He also worked for Vicestone, who was also playing there.
Ah, okay. So you kind of split him,
Yeah, yeah.
split the bill.
He
Okay.
hit me up, and I was like, "Awesome! I would love because normally I have a tour manager in China,
Mm-hmm.
and she can film, but if you have someone professionally, always better. And I know him, and I've seen his work, and he's amazing.
Okay.
So yeah,
And how was? Did you do 2 gigs?
one,
One. Oh, that's
yeah,
a long flight for 1 gig.
yeah, to Hong Kong was long, but on the way
Oh,
back, I got a upgrade to business class,
look at him, Mr.
and
Posh.
because a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people ask me. No one asked me, but
No one does.
no one asked. Hey, do you always fly business? Definitely not. It's way too expensive. If you're a bit economically smart, you won't fly business unless you have obligations the next day. You need to be fit. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
In some
um,
cases, I do recommend, especially touring artists, to do business flights. As
sometimes,
in, if you really have to arrive healthy, well slept, like energized, then it is important to have a decent bed.
yeah,
But it's super expensive. It's most of the time it's 4 times the price of what you pay for
at least
a
it's crazy.
regular. It's insane. Yeah.
But at least do get a lot of miles because I fly a lot, and then with those miles you can buy upgrades. So
Yeah.
then you go to the check-in desk, and then you go like this, like, is there a seat
Hey.
available? And there was one, so I was
Oh,
very
nice.
happy.
And then you get it for free or for the miles.
Miles.
Ah, okay.
It's
Nice one.
KLM, bro. Although they
Nothing.
did upgrade me once on a long flight to business class. Once. Thank you,
Yeah.
KLM. Do it again.
They're Dutch, man. Nothing's for free.
I also got it downgraded once.
Downgraded.
Yep.
How does that work? You booked
I
business
booked.
and then you
I
got downgraded.
upgraded the day before I flew. I arrived to the desk. They say, "Yeah, sorry, sir, you're downgraded because two pilots had to fly to the destination, Thailand, I think it was, to retrieve another plane.
Hmm.
So they have to fly business, like according to the law, because they have to sleep a certain amount of hours before a flight or something like that.
Okay.
And they looked at the list like, hey, who paid the least? Instead of looking like, hey, who's our customer for 10 years? They just look like, oh, we're not making any money off him. Boot him out of the business class.
Yeah.
That's the KLM way.
Okay.
But
Okay. And
they made it right by upgrading me on another flight. So
how was it to play in China? How's the crowd there?
good, really good. They know all the songs, the old songs, and the new stuff. Also, the stuff they don't know, they vibe to. They really Yeah, it's really really good actually.
How
Like
do they
really,
find out about guys like you? As in, they don't have Spotify, I believe. So, like,
there's the Chinese versions of everything. So there's the Chinese
yeah, okay,
Spotify, the Chinese TikTok, the Chinese Instagram. I do have accounts, Chinese accounts. They're not managed currently. Actually, since COVID, it's been a bit of a struggle
that's a
getting
while.
them retrieved. But the music's there, and I still have a name there, of course, because I worked with Martin Garrix. Um, and then after that, I had a few tracks of my own. So I do have a pretty
Okay,
solid name in Asia, and I have a lot of new stuff coming up. So it's like it's yeah, it's. I think there's gonna be many fun shows there in the future.
okay, yeah. Ralph was mentioning it last week as well, right? That China is coming back up again in regards
Yeah.
of in terms of gigs,
hmm
because it has been quiet for quite a while, and now,
Yeah. After
yeah,
COVID, they had a lot of clubs had a rough time there, and yeah, now the economy is back up, I think, as well. So it's getting better.
okay, good to know. For everyone in the chat, how are you doing? Welcome back to the weekly live stream as always. If you have a question for us, of course, you can always send it in the Discord throughout the week, as we always state before the community questions. But don't hesitate to comment on whatever we're saying right in the chat, so we can interact with you guys. Um, Let me go to the preparation sheet. Let me see. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, did you know that we actually started restarted the 30-day music challenge again in the
I
Discord?
saw I saw an email about it.
An email. Oh,
Enlighten
you're
me.
actually on the email list. Look at him.
I gotta stay
Wow.
updated.
Okay. Yeah, that actually we send an email, and we also send out other messages on socials and stuff. But it's a challenge that we started doing a couple of months ago, and the response on that was great. A lot of producers liked it, um, and really, well, I was kind of blown away by the results of it. As in, many people managed to build a habit from music production by making music every day, and even within that short time frame. So for most people, it was 30 minutes, but some people only managed to do 15 minutes. But even in that 15 minutes, they still managed to, yeah, achieve something at least. And for a lot of producers, that was a big win to realize that even if you just have 15 minutes a day, you can achieve something, you can create something, because creativity can come quickly. And a lot of the music production process after that is just polishing and mixing and mastering and all that stuff. So it's
Yep.
been
I
fun.
got
And
a I got a
mhm.
someone who disagrees on Instagram the other day.
Oh yeah, that's right, that comment. Yeah,
Huge. There was someone who we had a reel about this, about the 30
30
minute a
minutes a
day
day.
ideas
Yeah.
of starting new ideas every day. And then someone got really angry. Apparently, he commented on a lot of comments saying it's terrible advice and stuff like that. And he seemed very angry. And I told him I don't think you listened because to clear it up. I have a tactic where I start the day if I get to the studio with 30 minutes of a new idea. That leaves a lot of hours after that for working on the old stuff. And you also have to come up with a system where you go through your ideas, pick out the ones you are going to finish. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't finish it, but if you have a system where every week you have 5 new ideas, end of the week, pick one or two that you're going to finish, make sure you finish them. And this works differently for everybody. Some people need to finish everything. But my problem was not having enough ideas. I don't have the problem anymore. So I rather be like I have to finish too much because you can always work more, but ideas don't come as easily to me. I have to
Hmm.
make a lot for there to be a few good ones.
Yeah,
Did I
yeah.
clear that up a bit?
Yeah, and as you said, it works for you. As in, it's
Yeah.
good to realize that for everyone, it might work differently. So you could give this a try, and if it's not working for you, then sure, try something else.
Yeah.
Uh, but that's the game, you know. You should figure out how you work from the inside, what triggers you as a producer, what
Yep.
triggers your creativity, um, and build on that. You know, it's not there's not one road that leads to Rome. Is that the right thing? Probably.
Rome wasn't built in a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, that's it.
um,
Um, anyway, there's multiple options, and you should try
yeah.
different stuff to figure out what works for you. But what we've definitely noticed with this challenge, with this 30 days of music, so 30 days, 30 minutes a day straight, the results are great. And what's also fun to see is that within the Discord, all of those producers who are participating check in every day with what they've created and give feedback to each other. And it's amazing to see how all those people help each other during the process. And in the chat as well, Ben Singh also mentions that, well, his laptop died. That's too bad. But also that he liked Rafe's snippet of yesterday. So they do listen to each other's tracks and see what works and what doesn't. So if you're listening right now and if you feel like this might be something I'm interested in, as in giving yourself a challenge to make music for 30 days, 30 minutes a day, um, it could benefit you, and you're still more than welcome in the Discord if you want. You can start and just do it 28 days or whatever's left for now. Um, it's still 28 days instead of nothing. So feel free to join the Discord and join that challenge. But building on top of that, as in about making music consistently, because I know I struggled with that as a producer, especially in the beginning. Jay, how do you personally stay disciplined to make music even on days that you don't feel like it? Because that's what I get a lot from artists as well. Like, I don't feel like making music every day, and why should I still go to the studio?
Yeah. Then quit. Quit. Quit.
Quit.
Being an artist. You're not. You're not. No. That's a bit of a joke. But I have a new slogan, and it's very original.
Okay, let's go.
Just do.
Oh shit!
It's very original.
Slight copy, copyright there.
No,
Like,
no,
okay,
no, no.
what
But
is it? It could
I
smell, but
it's
but
one
it
it's
can't
one of those
stink.
things. It's one of those things, and I struggle with this in sometimes, and with other aspects in life, like texting people back. Sometimes you just have to do it without thinking about, oh, I need to text him back tomorrow or this. No, just do it. Just do it. It's like with if you have kids, you realize they make mess everywhere they go. You're chasing them through the house and they're making a mess everywhere. Just gotta you don't
Just
have to
clean it,
think. You shouldn't think about, oh, I should clean this up. No, just clean it up. Just do it. It's the same with music. Don't overthink it. Um, y-
dude.
you
Perfect
don't feel like
example.
it that it doesn't even matter. You chose this, so you better suck it up and just do it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's so
perfect
irrelevant whether
example.
you like it at that moment or not. If you have a goal in
And it's all.
mind, and you know what you have to do, just do.
Wow, it's so bad I can't even reply. Anyway, Bit3 also Asenza also says I think Nike might have an issue with that. So yeah,
So
that's true.
and bit three, like the meme, just do it. Yeah, it's bit three. I have to tell you, Nike has a slogan, just do it.
For
So
years, that's a great slogan. But
it's not a
anyway,
meme; it's their actual slogan. Many memes have been made with the slogan.
exactly.
Um,
Perfect
okay.
example. I experienced this morning as well. Um, Knowing all this, that you shouldn't procrastinate and that it's all a waste of time. Like, just do the things you need to do because it's for a better cause. You want this to happen. Blah blah blah. And I've been wanting to redecorate, clean up the studio, right where we did the podcast, and rebuild it back into a music studio. So I had to find a new desk because the desk is gone. It's here right now. Like a few little things that needed to happen. I had to get a desk and I had to clean up. That's kind of what needed to happen. And I kept pushing it forward and forward. I was like, why am I pushing this forward? It's just getting a desk. It's not that hard. It's a 10-minute drive. Why is this such a big thing? And now this morning I did all those things and I drove back and I was like, why did it take so long? Like it's so weird that you keep pushing these things ahead of time for
Yeah,
yourself, and
yeah,
it gets bigger in your mind, and
yeah,
it takes up more mind space, and it becomes like stress in some kind of way,
yeah, yeah,
while it
yeah,
can be
yeah.
taken care of in like an hour.
I have it with phone calls. I have it with I need
Mm.
to deal with something, contract something or label, and I'm like dreading the phone call, or I'm like, I'm gonna email them, and then we're gonna set a date. Instead, of what I can do is pick up the phone, but I'm scared to pick up the phone.
Why are you
So
scared to
I'm
pick up the
still
phone?
learning. Well, I'm just not to pick up the phone, but to call someone. I'm like,
Oh, you have phone
it's
anxiety.
scary. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've
Oh,
had this
really?
all as long as I can remember. I did an internship where it was a recruiter company, and I had the job of picking up the phone and doing cold calls to so you call companies to just get their information so they can set up a meeting.
That is the best
And they
way to
said
overcome your anxiety.
yes. They said you will do that. You'll pick up. You will be over your the fear in no time. Half a year later, nope, still scared.
Okay,
Still scared. Yeah, but it's
but it
yeah,
but it's true what you say, and I heard this quote from Jeff Bezos once. I saw that in a post. Like Jeff Bezos also said, like stress um, doesn't exist, as in you create stress by pushing forward the things that you should be doing,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
becomes bigger and bigger in your mind while
yeah,
it's just a little task.
yeah,
And that's what happened to me this morning. And he's right, like all those little tasks you should be doing, so calling somebody or cleaning up your room or whatever you should be doing, it takes up headspace,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it clutters and it clutters and it builds and it builds until it is this big thing in your mind, and it can be taken care of in a minute.
Yeah.
So the thing I want to say here is be like Jay, just do.
Hey, but Jay also scared, eh?
Jay also very scared, yes.
It's normal, but I think that coming back to the production thing, it's very normal to be like, I don't feel like it today. You can even feel like that for longer. But if you have a goal in mind or something you want to reach, it's kind of you have to teach yourself that it's irrelevant whether you like doing something at that moment. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I mean, it's sounds simple. It is a bit more hard, I think, but you have to make it simple again for yourself. Just
yeah.
do. And oh, talking about this, I maybe you know this, maybe not. I play golf.
Oh, really? Everybody was
Yeah.
wondering if you were on the golf hole,
No, I
like.
wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't. I had actual important meetings today. But so I play golf. Right? There's this game. No, let me get to the point. Um, I sometimes practice, and you have to do these certain exercises to get better. You have to try stuff out. Do you work with a teacher or not? And it feels like you're not getting better. It sucks. You're like, I want to go back to just hitting balls. I don't want to do this. Weeks later, you realize because of those exercises and because I didn't really feel like that doing that, I got better. And then you see like, oh wait,
Yeah,
you can't be focusing too much on the satisfaction if you're in the moment of practicing or growing or getting trying to get somewhere. It's totally it should be irrelevant.
true. But
But
it's
it's
hard
hard.
for
It's hard.
a person's mind
Yep.
to think about the fact that you need to go through those steps before you actually experience the benefits.
Yep.
That's what we hate. We want instant gratification these days.
Yeah.
Um, One other thing I wanted to mention is a quote that I love is motivation gets you started, discipline keeps you going. And that's what this is about, as in a
Yep.
lot of producers are motivated to do music. And when times get hard, the one thing that keeps you going is discipline, because it's not fun at that time. It's more like it should
Mhm.
be done. In
Yep.
order to get there, I just have to be in the studio. I just have to sit down and do the thing I have to do. So motivation gets you started, discipline keeps you going. That's
And
100% true.
I think Kipchoge, the marathon runner, has this quote about discipline. How if you don't have discipline, you're gonna be a slave to your moods. You're
Oh
gonna be a
yeah,
slave
let me check that
to
quote.
something.
Yeah.
It's like really interesting because it's like that's it. If you don't have the discipline, then you're gonna wake up with like going to the gym. If you don't have the discipline to just go, you're gonna wake up and be like, I don't feel like it today. Instead of just
Oh,
going, no matter what your mood.
only the disciplined ones are free in life. If you aren't disciplined, you are a slave to your moods and your passions.
Yep.
Deep,
Very deep. Very deep.
deep, deep. Yeah, it's a good point. Like a lot of people don't realize it, but especially if you are trying to build a career from your music, there are going to be moments, quite a lot to be honest, which are not fun.
Yeah.
Where it's just a drag and where
Hmm.
there's no
Hmm.
bookings coming in and where everything just seems to be useless. Like socials are stagnating, gigs are not coming in. Like, what am I even doing here?
Yeah.
Those moments are very real and
Mm.
happen quite a lot. So that's where discipline keeps you going. Like,
Yep.
you should just go to the studio and do your thing.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
we I think we talk about this a lot in production, like, oh, you need to like what you're doing, and as a career, you need to find out what you like and do that. But it's
sure.
more of a thing of like, hey, what really means something to me, and what will I give to achieve that? And I think that's the way to look at it, because I sometimes I'm working on a track and I'm like, I'm not sure, like I'm not sure if I like this, but then I think like, hey, well, what does it mean if I can play this out next week? Or I don't know, it's just it just puts aside the moment of I
Yeah.
don't like it right now. It's
You know what I also really struggled with back in the days of music production is it's hard to realize what that track that you are building within a room of 2 square meters, right? It's a small room and you are there by your own. What that track might do on a field with 10,000 people. It's a
mm,
whole different situation, and it's hard to think about that when you're in the studio because it's
yeah.
just you and maybe there's somebody else. But
Mm,
yeah, it's hard to because that's eventually what motivated me listening or hearing that track playing being played by somebody else or by myself, and then seeing the crowd reaction. That's what motivates you, but it's hard to think about that when you're in the studio just by
yeah,
yourself.
that's like one of those external motivators that
Yeah,
you don't always have the privilege to have that.
true.
Especially when you're starting out, you have
That's
no
hard.
connections yet. It's hard. You want to see Martin Garrix play your track,
Yeah,
but it might not happen for 2 more years. But you never know.
but even then, like I remember the first time one of my tracks got played on a radio show, like on a DJ radio show. Like that was
Yeah. Oh yeah.
insane to me. And then
I
the next
yeah.
step was that you received a video of, I don't know, Chesto playing your song live, and then it was
Yeah.
like, holy shit,
Yeah.
like
It's crazy.
it all goes in steps. But you need those moments, like those mini victories. You need those mini victories to stay motivated, because otherwise it's a long and tough road, to be honest.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Talking about this, I actually have a clip of the week, which is pretty.
Hey, clip of
Hey,
the
here we
week.
go. Here we go. Did you hear it? No, it's a preview. Wait. Here we go.
Clip of the week.
There we go. As always, we will talk about a clip every week, which you can send in throughout the week in our Discord. If you see an interesting clip coming by, a reel, a TikTok, a YouTube short, whatever you feel like, hey, this is an interesting topic, or I'm
Yes,
curious to hear their opinion, feel
because
free to share that link.
we know you guys
Everything.
don't we know you guys don't spend a lot of time on TikTok and
Yeah,
Instagram because you're all working very hard in the studio. But
exactly.
if you happen to be on Instagram or TikTok and see a nice video,
You can even say like, hey, I found this in an article I read on the New York Times, and then send that clip. It's all
I
good.
read a medical study and then I found out someone actually made a TikTok about it.
Yeah, like, huh? What? Okay, here we go with the clip of the week.
Charlie Munger once said, take a simple idea and take it seriously. 1,000 people who all want the same thing as you. This is what your competition actually looks like. A huge amount are straight up too afraid to try. Most of who are left give up after the first few setbacks, and there are always setbacks. From the people who push through, there are those that go too slow. They don't take things seriously enough. Most of who remain get shiny object syndrome, stuck in a loop of chasing the next big thing, starting over and over again. What is finally left is you and some other person. The greatest edge is just sticking with something.
Honestly, this one hit home to me. As in, I can literally copy this to most of the artists I talk to. It's insane. As in, especially the part where he mentioned the sorry, especially the part where he mentioned the new shiny object syndrome. I There's so many artists I know who have that. As in, they constantly go after the next big thing, and they lose their consistency. They lose their streak, I would say, simply by constantly changing goals and changing routes, and like leaving everybody completely lost. So this was just a great way of visualizing like how the game should be played and why consistency is so important.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. What's your take on this?
Um, it's again, you gotta just do. It's many aspects that come in this video together. I think it's very obvious that a lot of people are too afraid to try.
Yep.
So you can be easily put yourself outside of that realm by trying, then giving up within 3 tries. It's I mean, yeah, that's where, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be, and 3 tries is not, that's not a lot at all. I think
No.
as a producer, DJ, and still now in my career, always you're gonna get no, 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 like so many no's and so many negative stuff. You need to really stick to your vision. And the shiny object is something where I've fallen for as well. It's kind of like, oh, you have success, and then you start chasing that, and then you think like, oh, what did I do that caused that, instead of focusing on that, developing yourself and having
Keep
that
doing what
vision
you have been doing.
forward instead. And then you're going to look back, then you're going to compare to others, and then that's not taking inspiration anymore, because I comparing to others is good if you see it as an inspiration, but that's where you can lose like the, where am I going?
Yeah.
And I think the danger is in, let's say for my career, it's always a bit of the danger of, I could get comfortable. You have shows,
Yeah.
you have monthly listeners. It's going good. I could do, but that's a very slippery slope, because comfortable leads to, um yeah, it's just a slippery slope. It can go
Comfort is
downhill, and
killing.
then, yeah, it kills
Yeah.
your, not only your career, but also your mood. If I'm not that hungry, I can't
Yep.
be the best dad, I cannot be the best husband, I cannot be the best, I want to be the best version of myself,
Yeah.
and that's always
I've been there too, man.
growing.
And by the way, the irony with the shirt you're wearing is just
Comfort
great.
club.
Yeah.
Hey, but also,
What is it? Keep your mood high. Oh, nice. Yeah. But yeah, it's
it's
really
funny. That is
insane.
funny.
It is funny, yeah. But
I didn't even I didn't even think about that.
it's really insane to experience what comfort does. I've been there as well in my artist career and later on in life as well. Like if you hit a point where you feel like I'm okay, like I'm good where I'm at right now. That's where everything kind of stagnates, and I'm at my best when I feel like I'm in motion. And I do believe that we people are built to be in motion. You also start literally feeling better when you are working out, for example. Your body wants to stay in motion, but your mind also wants to stay in motion. We
Yep.
are built to learn, we are built to develop. So as soon as you get comfortable, you tend to stagnate and not develop and not learn anymore. You just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And that's deadly. That's comfort is killing, as you mentioned. So,
Yep.
what I really liked about this clip is that it really visualized what you should do as an artist to kind of break through the noise, because it's real what he says in like
Mm,
the percentages of how many people don't dare to start, how many people do start but fail, how many people have no consistency
yep.
and
Yep.
perfectionism and
Funny
all this stuff.
funny story about that. You see this shirt keep your mood high. It's from the label High Mood that's run by Max from Dirt Caps and Tom and James. Um, we were doing lo-fi beats and stuff in COVID because basically all producers did that. They were like, "Yeah, well, we can do that. We push out some beats." Then we had this talk at some point, and James told me like, he said like, "Yeah, but everybody's doing it now. Everybody's doing it now." And I told him like, "Well, maybe first of all, everybody is such a we think everybody, but it's maybe 10 people we know
Yeah.
on the whole scale of the world. No one is doing it, and they're gonna not do it next year anymore because a lot of people are gonna forget. They're gonna not stick to it. We all stuck to it here. Like I still make lo-fi. A lot of the other guys still do. The label is
I, ac-
going
I
is
actually
actually
just
booming.
used
We
Eggboy's
actually
track.
here we go. Like Eggboy, check it out. But like then we had some success on Instagram and like it really became quite big. And like even some tracks of me did really well where I'm like, wow, that's. But
Dude,
if we didn't
Obama
stick
used
to
your
it,
track.
no, Bill Gates.
Oh, Bill Gates
Bill
used your
Gates. Bill
track.
Gates
Dude,
used a track of mine.
live
Yeah.
goal.
Like that's like what?
Live goal.
But it's one of those things where you're like sometimes, and especially in this industry and what you see online, you think, oh, everybody's already doing this. No one is doing that. No one. That's like such a tiny percentage of such a tiny. Just stick to what you really believe in, and realize that almost no one is also doing that. Even if it's a million other people, that's compared to the whole world, that's no one. And that's the
Yeah.
thing I'll try to I have to remind myself of, but I think also you, the listener, because here at Artist Coaching we have the listener is a
The watcher,
no,
the
but
listener.
it is like it feels like everybody else is already doing
Yeah.
this. No one is. There's
Yeah.
not
True.
many. If you are now listening and you're like you live at your parents and you're making music, and it feels like you cannot, there's no room anymore, everybody's already doing it. No, there's so
Enough
much
space
room
for
still.
everybody.
Yeah.
Aldo, I see your comment. He says, I get annoyed by other artists always wanting stuff from me without giving stuff back. Can you explain what you mean, as in context, like an example, maybe? Um, Another
Yeah, I
comment from
mean,
Pepe.
it's a good sign if people want something from you.
Yeah, it's true.
Take it as a compliment. See if you can maybe work with some of those people if it benefits you as well. Go with
Hey,
your gut feeling.
exactly.
Very important, but hey, see it as a positive thing. Uh-oh.
Community questions. There we go. Community questions.
Fell
Just
off my
like
chair, it was so loud.
just like the clip of the week, you can send in questions throughout the week right in our Discord server, which will we take into this episode and discuss. And just as always, we received questions this week as well. So let's just start with the first one. From Midnight Search, question for everyone. Do you all have weekly off where you don't make music or don't do anything related to music? So do you have off time every week where you're not in the studio or doing anything music related?
Yes, definitely. It's funny, I'm very good at switching off. I'm very good at going home and not really being busy until I work again. Like if I'm with the kids, I'm with the kids. In fact, I think I'm sometimes too good at switching off. Because sometimes then I also get texts from people, and I'm like, "Yeah, not now, man. I'm real." And sometimes I should reply.
Oh,
But
is that what happens?
I think it's important to be able to switch off. Maybe not as good as I sometimes do, but yeah, yeah, definitely have. It's important to have something in the week where you're
Yeah.
not at all focused on your career, or I think it's very important. Yeah.
Life is about balance, Jopke. As
Wow,
in, it's all about balance. You might not know
Joey,
this. It's
this
about
is
balance.
this
So
is this episode.
it's
Holy shit! Just do and life is about balance. We have all these
full
quotes.
depth, like full
Clip
depth.
that.
Yeah, chat, clip that, clip that. Anyway, life's about balance, as in, yes, everybody should have downtime, right? You can't always be on, you'll burn out by doing
Yep.
that. So
Yep.
especially when you talk about creativity, you'll recharge your creative batteries in the moments where you are down. So when you are working out, when you're in the shower, like when you have downtime, when your brain is kind of off and kind of like working everything, like processing everything, that's when creativity pops up. It's in the moments when you lay on the beach, it's when you're having a stroll, like that's when creativity pops up. And your brain literally needs to be in relax mode in order to be creative. So if you're super stressed, it's pretty hard to be creative, to be honest. So downtime is a must, and you should build in downtime throughout your week.
And if you do it good.
Yeah.
Don't think, I'm gonna. I feel like I need some time off. I'm gonna scroll. No, actually, give yourself a like. If I play a round of golf, I'm gonna be gone for those hours.
Yeah.
That's a very set start and end. I have nothing else.
I do realize why golfing is great for that, as in you're really tuned out and you're focused on the game. So you're
Yeah,
really like tuned
and
out.
think of anything else.
Yeah, exactly. So I do see the value of
Yeah.
in it like that.
But also, even if you want to watch Netflix, give yourself an hour and actually Netflix the hell out of that hour. But give yourself a certain time frame so that you also don't, because this happens also. You go watch Netflix. You're like, oh, I should be doing other things. Oh, you start feeling guilty, and then your
Mm,
whole hour is wasted. Instead of like, and that's where I can be good at. I can switch off. I can say I'm going home tonight is for the family, and then but that helps me recharge, and I think give yourself that time frame.
yeah.
Be very
It,
specific to yourself.
but it is something you, for most people at least, they have to train themselves to become good in tuning out.
Yeah, yeah,
As
yeah, for
in,
sure, for sure.
what I've noticed throughout the years with coaching is that a lot of people these days are kind of addicted to being on,
Yeah,
because your brain gets triggered all day long. Like your phone is there, your laptop is there, people around you. It's processing all these triggers all day long. So we're kind of used to being on all the time, which led to the fact that turning off feels awkward. It feels like we're standing still. It feels like we're useless. It feels like we're doing nothing. But you need those moments to, yeah, recharge literally,
yeah,
and
yeah,
give
yeah.
your brain some space to process everything in
Hmm.
order to come back stronger. So don't believe the fact that you should be working 100 hours a week. Total bullshit. Like, also
At least
schedule
200.
yeah,
You want to be
schedule
successful?
yeah, schedule downtime. It's just
Yeah,
as important as you schedule your on time, like your work and stuff. Also schedule your downtime.
I want to add to the. I said, like, if you Netflix, do it for an hour or whatever. I think when you choose an activity that's your downtime, you can't be scrolling. I think you can you have to actively pick what you want to see. So don't go on YouTube and have all the suggestions coming at you, because that's all like the dopamine addiction train. But tell yourself, I'm gonna watch that movie even before you turn Netflix on, so you're not scrolling for a movie for hours. That movie, or I'm gonna sleep, or I'm going to listen to that song. But just be very specific with what
Yeah,
your downtime is, because otherwise you get caught up in the Netflix addiction, like scrolling through the movies and the YouTube. They're all built to keep you
it's
on there and
the it's
busy, and
the paradox of choice, right? The fact that
yeah.
there's too many things to
Hmm.
choose between in Netflix
Yeah.
leads to the fact that you just don't choose anything because you're paralyzed.
And then you don't relax. Your brain doesn't relax.
Exactly. But I must say, the best way to cool off your brain and to like create some space to be creative
Workout.
again is to put your body into motion. So either
Yeah.
a workout or just a simple stroll around the block, like an
Yeah.
hour walk, for example, without AirPods, without anything, no distractions, just you and your
Hmm.
brain
Hmm.
walking.
Hmm.
That's the best way to recharge, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
putting your body into motion.
But pick something and be specific. Gaming can be a good one, as well.
Yeah,
Do
although
activity.
gaming and Netflixing is
No, but
still like
yeah,
a
but
lot of
Netflix,
triggers.
Netflix can help. But if you scroll through the movies and just pick a movie and do it.
Could help.
Like,
Yeah.
And I think that's very important. Do
And
it.
what you
Just do.
just do. That's kind of the theme, right? Like, um, next question comes from. This is actually answer to that first person. Next question comes from Rob Pollard. I don't really have a burning question for today, so I'll just ask this. What's one thing about your journeys that you wish you knew earlier? That's a classic. Okay.
Joey has a very
Uh,
specific answer by the look of him.
yeah, well, it's the theme of the episode, and it's kind of the theme in the whole artist coaching journey as well. It's consistency. Don't underestimate the power of consistency. The older I get, the more people I coach, it's just insane what consistency does. It's just so counterintuitive. Like our brain keeps telling us to do something different every time and focus on that new shiny object, but you should be doing one thing for an insane amount of time. That's the one thing you should be doing. That's it.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that when I was 15.
For me, it's I think a classic for a lot of people and a lot of artists. Opportunity presents itself not when you're ready, almost never, but you have to take the opportunities if you really want to grow in every way, and they're never gonna there's always going to be something, or you make up an excuse that you're working on something. And I sometimes have waited too much on the
The
perfect
perfect moment.
setting. Yeah, but even with like ideas for tracks, I'm like, oh, I have this idea, but then I have to get to my studio and I have to have my coffee here and my drink here. And instead of like, no, I have GarageBand now on my phone, do it now, because this is the opportunity. That's maybe a weird example, but also
Mm,
with like big collabs, and labels want to work with you. And um yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. They present themselves when you're not ready,
yeah,
and opportunities come in many forms. You have to be really open to it, because it one thing can lead to another so quickly. It's really magical, I think.
yeah.
And talking about magical, Eggboy has a track coming out on Friday that's called Magical.
Hey, let's go. Shameless plug. Okay. Something I want to add too. Another thing I wish I would have learned earlier is the fact that momentum is rare, and if you have momentum in life, use the hell out of it. As
That's
in,
yeah, it's almost it's in the same
yeah,
street.
it's very hard to build momentum in life, but also in your career. And once it's there, use every opportunity that comes by because
Yeah,
you're gonna wish you would have done it.
yeah.
Question from Melodramatic. Hey, Melodramatic. There we
Uh,
go. For those that are traveling and going to ADE, what do you do when you are running around all day? Do you carry your backpack with you, or do you just go with your clothes on the back? With the clothes on your back.
um, yeah, backpack is
I
handy for storing clothes, I think.
I know why he asks, as in he's coming over to ADE this year. It's his
Hmm.
first time. He's coming over from the States, and he wonders what the best way is to kind of use that week because
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a time frame of, let's say, 7 days. And what's the best way to use that week, to use his time in Amsterdam here?
Um, yeah, but I don't really still understand like the when you're running around down there, what do you do? Yeah, maybe so you mean like you don't want to go back and forth to your hotel to
No, it's more practical. Like, how do you spend your days in Amsterdam during ADE? What's the
find
best
out
way
where hot spots are, like meeting spots. There's one hotel that always hosts a lot of events, ADE, like talks and seminars. There's industry people there. There's other DJs there. Go out there, trying to meet new people, and also just plan stuff like that. Come to the artist coaching event, and enjoy your time there. And then after, see what yeah, it's I think you should just go and look where things are, plan your week, but also feel free to like. Sometimes you're gonna run into other persons where like, hey, let's have dinner.
yeah,
Ask people, hey, you want to have a coffee later?
that's the fun
Um,
part about ADE. I always feel like
yeah,
the most spontaneous moments, the people you would not expect to meet,
Yep.
You get invited to a label showcase through somebody else. Like you get invited to another party. Like it's just really fun to see how that evolves throughout the week.
Yep.
But as you said, I think it's important to be at the places where all the other persons are as well,
Yeah.
and
And the
be open
DJs that
minded.
that like to go to the shows of DJs that inspire you, and even when I was like 18 or 19, and I remember I went to the Escape nightclub because there was it was ADE, so I was like, I have to be there because I make music, and then I would like watch the show, but also wait for the DJs to walk from the stage, and I would like shake their hand. And I remember shaking Sonny James's hand or something, and I was like, yeah, I'm networking now. Um, but it's like he, of course, instantly forgot me because he doesn't know who I am, but I pretended like I knew him. So it's like then he's like, "Hey, all good,"
Yeah,
and he walks through. But it's not that that brought me a connection with him, but that mindset brought me everywhere because I was like, I'm gonna meet all these DJs, and then I didn't meet him, but I learned other lessons that night and learned how to just go somewhere where I don't know anyone and just shake the hand of a DJ. It's hard to explain what I mean,
yeah,
but by doing stuff like that and being out there, you kind of put um the universe, everything towards you. Like
yeah.
you
You put
you
yourself in a position to be lucky at that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
true.
And then you
But
you kind of portray that of like, hey, I want to be a successful DJ, and then
yeah, but
yeah,
that's so hard about ADE to explain. As in, it doesn't really make sense to have like a fully packed schedule because a lot of the things will happen spontaneously. And I can understand if you're traveling that far and if it costs a lot of money to get there, you want to get the most out of it. But it's just hard to predict how a week like that would go. I would just
yeah,
recommend to spend time with people you don't know, with other music producers, with label managers, all industry people, and yeah, you might be surprised where it takes you throughout the week.
yeah.
Can't wait to meet you too, Melodramatic. Looking forward receiving, well, not receiving, meeting you in Amsterdam. Another question from Mikey Foden. Hope the show is going well. Doing my producer challenge session at the moment, so I can't join live. Yeah, normally he's here. Question: have you seen the rise of these predatory labels trying to sign artists with paid promo bundles as part of signing, often costing several hundred of euros for Instagram posts and playlist ads? I feel like it's something to avoid. What are your thoughts? I actually saw somebody posting about this in the Discord last week, where somebody received an email from a label offering these services, and the only thing he had to do was transfer money, and then they would sign his track.
Wow.
Probably it's a thing, as in it was new to me, but maybe people in the chat can confirm that this is a thing right now. I would stay away from those things. Like it's probably not a
But
good
I
idea.
don't really. Is it just means that they have a lot of extra costs, and then you're never gonna make money off the track, or
Why
I
would
don't
you
really.
pay to get your track out?
That's how it works. You think I made on
Oh,
most of my tracks? You think I made a profit?
yeah, you pay through royalties. I mean.
Yeah, of course.
But
You
these
always
labels,
pay.
but
That's
these
the whole.
labels
That's the whole
charge you
joke.
money for Instagram posts and playlist
Yeah, but they're
ads.
gonna that they charge for promo costs. They charge for sometimes
Yeah,
mastering, depends.
but
So it's like
I
it. You have to see
honestly,
how.
if this is a label who comes to you like this, all alarm bells would go off. As in,
But
it's probably
it's labels are always gonna have promo costs. So I'm not.
true. That's
You always
100%
pay
right.
people. If you have a label deal, if it's like, hey, 60/40 or whatever percentage you get, the rest is what you pay the label.
Sure, that's right. But if a label comes to you offering to say, "Hey, pay me $500 now, and I'll sign your track, and we'll post an Instagram post about it,"
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's
Isn't
yes,
that
you're right.
exactly? That's what labels
Yeah,
do.
but
I've
it's
been
the way
doing
how
it
they
for.
present themselves and the way how they do it. As in,
I
if
like
you
it.
sign it on a royalty base, at least they have to prove themselves that they actually are worth something because
Yeah.
they are part
Yeah, I mean,
part of the revenue.
I would always try to get all costs done by them, and then with the
Sure.
royalties, it comes back to them.
Yeah,
Let's say.
so that you both have skin in
Yeah.
the game, and in this
Yes.
way, you are the only one having skin in the game,
Well,
and
not
they're already good.
no, but they're using their platform, so you should look at their platform.
But
Look at
their platform is
look at what.
probably full of bought likes, bought
Yeah, probably,
followers,
probably. But
and
you have to see what it means for you.
sure,
So you have to
always.
always think with these things like, one, am I getting ripped off? Probably. Will it do me any good? Maybe. Can I afford losing 500 euros or whatever? Is it
Yeah.
worth the risk? Those are things you're always going to have to do,
What's
even
that
with
saying?
legit labels.
What's that saying? Like if it looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true.
Probably is, but sometimes
Yeah.
it is. So you have to outweigh those risks.
Yeah, but the problem these days is with those numbers. So with
Yeah,
streaming
yeah,
numbers
yeah.
and
It
following
is.
numbers, like it's all
It's
fake, man.
difficult.
Like
It's very
yeah.
difficult. It's very
Yeah.
difficult.
Question from Midnight Search: is streaming the future of DJing? Yeah,
Um,
I can see that happening.
do you mean that I'm a DJ and I can stream a song from
Yeah,
online? I think that's definitely the future. Yeah.
yeah, I
You're not gonna
definitely
buy
see that.
tracks. You're gonna buy subscriptions where you have
Yeah,
access to
that's
certain
already the
tracks.
case, right? With
Yeah, I think so.
it just I wouldn't trust it everywhere, but it already works. So,
Mhm, mhm.
question from Future: when two artists with exclusive deals on different labels collaborate, how is the release usually handled between the labels? It's a
Uh,
negotiation, right?
yeah,
It's depends on the deals, obviously.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's really a matter of negotiation. What works for
Depends on the
both?
deals, and if you're just you have the first focus on the track, of course. When it's then finished, you both send it to your label. You're like, hey, I work with this guy. He's exclusively signed to that label. Can we work something out? And then it- surely they can work something out. But yeah, you have to kind of. It's probably gonna go like, yeah, maybe the labels will talk to each other, but it's
Yeah,
but I can assure you, probably both labels get their cut from their
yeah,
respective artists, and that's would be normal. And that also depends on the deal. So
yeah. Midnight Search adds to his question of the streaming is future of DJing. He says in terms of a live set. So I think streaming the live set and that's a DJ set.
oh
I can see that happening for a smaller part of the industry. So maybe
yeah,
it's just an extra thing that might happen in the future. But I am a big believer of real life events and that will always be the real thing.
yeah,
So I can see it happen where it's an option or where you can join didn't Tomorrowland do this, like where you can buy an online ticket for like
yeah.
$10 or something. That's a great option. It's an extra business model, but I wouldn't say that it takes away from the real thing,
People
to be honest.
people all I think always want to dance. I think
Yeah,
in real life. So maybe with VR, and you go into your hub every morning, you work in the VR world, you then maybe, then I could see it happen.
yeah, but then again, I still believe that the real thing will always be part of it as well, and that will be the most valuable
Boomer.
thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boomer.
Well, we're social animals. We need people around us. We need to talk. We need to cuddle.
Boomer.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Yeah.
I fully agree. I fully agree. But
Do you have anything to shill aside from
egg boy, egg boy, egg
the Eggboy
boy.
track?
Not really. No, no.
Okay,
Big things are happening. Big things. New
big
music.
things.
On my Instagram this afternoon, you can watch some like live footage of some new tracks. So yeah.
Perfect. Small reminder for everybody coming to ADE. There are still tickets left for our event. So if you are wondering if you're going to ADE, make sure to check out our event because there's a limited amount of tickets that are available. It's a small club. It's only 30 to 40 people, I believe. Small club. Um, anything else? Yeah, if you want to join that 30-day music challenge, make sure to join the Discord and we'll happy to have you there. And everybody will welcome you in a warm bath and let's just bring love to each other. Um, don't forget to like this episode, like our channels, subscribe, follow us, rate it, review it, whatever you do that can help us. We appreciate it a lot. We see that the YouTube is still growing rapidly, actually, so that's fun to see. And also, don't forget to check out our website, artistcoaching.nl, where you can read more about our services, which is the coaching business. So, yeah, that's it for now. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. Ralph will also be there, I guess. And that's it for now. Thanks everybody in the chat for joining the live stream. And we are back next week. Bye bye.
Bye.